Hi guys, welcome to the cave. My name's Kaz. I'm going to have a little bit of fun today with this kit I got from Temu. It's been sitting in the cupboard for over a year. I think it's about time I used it. It's a candle making kit. Now it comes with the Art Plus Eco powder resin thing. Oh, words are so easy not. Right, it comes with that. And a mould, which is a lotus flower. It's very pretty. One wick. One bag of wax. A little measuring spoon. Two things for holding the wick where it's supposed to be. This, I assume, is a pair of plastic gloves. And this, I have no idea whatsoever, so I'm going to open it just to see, because it doesn't actually say in the packaging what this is. And it is just a very random sheet of plastic, probably intended to cover your work surface with. Okay, strange, but who am I to argue? Going to move that out of the way just a second. I'm not going to need the gloves either. Pretty sure I'm not going to need the spoon, and I certainly don't need these yet. Right. Now it says 3 to 1 by weight, which is 30 grams water for every 100 grams of powder. But on this, it says 140 grams of pasta and 30 mils of water, which makes absolutely no sense at all. Because 140 grams would be 42 grams of water. If my calculations are correct, let me double check that. 140 multiplied by 0.3. Yep, 42 grams. But it does say 30 mils, which is even more confusing. Anyway, I'm going to go measure this on this out, and I'll be right back. See you in a sec. Okay, just to add to the general confusion, where it says take 140 grams of pasta powder, there was actually only 100 grams in the pack. 100 grams, 30 grams. So, yeah, they got it partly right. I'm just going to throw this all in and treat it the same way as I do my usual casting powders and hope for the best. Hoping I'm making the camera wobble too much. I mean, it seems to be mixing pretty well. I do actually have another one of these kits in the cupboard. For some reason I ended up buying two. What I should have done is use them when Dana was here. We could have had a kind of a competition to see who did the best. Right, I've got some pigment. These also came from Temu, and they are intended for cement, casting powders, whatever. I am just going to give this a very quick stir, because I want it to be sort of marblish. And in it goes. And just hope there's enough of it. It's slower than that. It's going to come right over the top. I will be sad if there isn't enough of this to fill the mould. I do have my own casting powders here, which I could use, but it's a bit kind of wrong if they don't supply enough to actually make the thing, because I think this kit was actually aimed at children, which makes it even sadder if there's not enough to properly do it. Not quite there, but don't appear to be too far off. Just scrape and scrape and scrape the last bits out. It's already starting to set in the mould, which could be a bit of an issue. And give it a very quick tap and hope that it gets down into all the crooks and nannies. It's not quite full, but I think it's full enough that it's not going to cause too much of an issue. So I am going to put this over there somewhere until it's set enough to come out, and just keep everything crossed. Probably will be quite quick because it's exceptionally hot today. I'm fortunate in that I have a fan now in the garage, but it's still very, very hot in here. Okay, that could do with topping up a little, but I don't think I'm going to. I'll be back for the demold. See you in a sec.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, I did mix up a bit more. I just wasn't happy with how shallow it was at the bottom, because I don't know. I don't think the mold itself is quite very deep. So it's been about, I don't know, 40 minutes-ish, I think, since I pulled this. Uh-oh, finally. Just could not get hold of the edge there. Don't want to scratch it with my nails because it may still be a little on the soft side, possibly, but I don't think it is. Okay, so it has come out. Its usual wonderful stealth. Pretty much completely bubble-free. Marbling worked out really nicely at the top. A little bit too reddish here, but that's okay. Right, turn this right way around, and it has stained the mold, but that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, and I got I poured leftovers. I was planning to use this for the Phoenix collaboration on Friday, but isn't that beautiful? Yeah, really loving that. Anyway, off to the side it goes. Now, I should wait for that to fully dry, but I'm not going to. I want to show you something. I got Happy Mail. And this is from Janet and Chris, the Crafty Rats. And so I'm just going to take it out of the box because I have opened it. And came in this fabulous bag. So yeah, it did take me a little while to get the kind of ribbons and stuff. Unfortunately, I can't get my camera any higher at this moment. So I'm just going to show you what I've got. This is brilliant, this bag. But it came. Ooh. Okay, it's all over the place, including in my shoes. It's basically candle wax sand. But look at, let's see if I can get it open without chipping any more of it out. Making a mess now. But look at these colours. It's all brilliant. I don't know where all this is coming from because none of the bags seem to be leaking so far. As far as I can tell, anyway. Ooh, look at that colour. More of a packaging issue than anything, because as far as I can tell, none of the bags are actually leaking, but... Oh, and it also came with wax picks. Wax? Yeah. Like I said, I can't tell. None of the bags appear to be leaking, but there is quite a large amount left in there, and it's all over my desk as well. So I'm kind of assuming that there was an issue when they packed this in the factory. Just going to get this off my desk because I don't really want to use the green and yellow in there. Get as much of it as I can back into the bag. Right, so first off is to decide what colour I'm going to use. Well, I think I'm going to use a combination of the pink and the purple. Maybe that is it actually. Nope, no it's not. It's fine. It is actually not properly sealed, but I'll make sure I store them standing up. Right. Yeah, again, the bag's not properly closed. But I will make sure it is. I'm just going to stand these up over here. So it comes with these, but also there's a shorter one that came with the packaging. But then again, I think these are designed more for the wax sand rather than this type. So I'm going to put that one away. I'm going to get one of these out. And now I have to retreat to my candle making supply because I need a sticky thing to hold this down in place. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I have these double-sided sticky things. Quite a few different sizes of these actually, but I'm going to pop that on the bottom there. Take the other bit off. I get there eventually. I'm going to put this as close to the middle as I possibly can. And I will pop this over it just to hold it up. Only just big enough. Put these back over there. Right, now I'm going to open these. The desk is a bit of a mess, really. I could do with doing some cleaning up. Right. So rather than just pour this in, I'm going to use a spoon. Trying to... I'm not going to be able to do it perfectly, obviously, because I'd have to put some sort of separator in there to do that. I'm just going to. Never actually used candle wax sand or candle sand or whatever it's called before. I just think this is really cute. Just going to kind of do it like this because otherwise it should be the easier way of keeping the colours more or less separated. Building it up a little at a time each side. Yeah, I'm making an awful mess here. But this is a gorgeous colour, regardless. And I think that's probably about as much, maybe a little bit more the purple. Hopefully that will be enough to hold the wick. No, what I'm going to do is actually trim the wick first before. Make sure I seal in the bags first, actually. I'm going to trim the wick before I take the support off. If I can find my scissors. Keep meaning to buy an actual wick trimmer, but I never get round to it. Hopefully. Oh, poop. Yeah, I just blew it slightly to get the extras off the side, and it ended up mixing it in. No matter. I think it's close enough. I think it looks really nice. And again, really, really big thank you to Janet and Ratboy, the Crafty Rats, for the happy mail. I will get you some photos. I'll see you all again very soon for the next one. Bye-bye.
I mixed up some epoxy, had a plan all set to go. Turned around for half a minute, and it hardened like a stone. The glitter hit the tabletop, the floor my cup of tea. I swear I even found some sparkles hiding in my sleeve. I cleaned up once, I cleaned up twice, but chaos has a way of multiplying overnight. It's just another day in the chaos.